This chapter right here was actually pretty surprising to my shock. So if anything else, let's just get this started. I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or you can call it the 7 Deadly Sins, on chapter 264. Now, this chapter right here, like I said, really shocking, surprising. I do not know what's really about to happen next, but it's not going to look so pretty, alright? So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that Sario and Tamio explains that the divine wrath of Enlil will disintegrate Estarossa to a molecular level where he won't be able to regenerate, and now he's about to be killed. But apparently, Estarossa used Jikai and summons the Truth Commandment into his hand, and I go like, okay, that's not a good sign. And we go back to the army with the 7 deadly sins, and they're just having a little small talk here and there. But the conversation with Derriere and Elizabeth was actually a nice one. We have to it that Derriere asked Elizabeth, do you have any idea what Montpiet wanted to say before he died protecting me? We have to it that Elizabeth says, well, he was always by your side, right? I'm sorry, but I couldn't know that. And we have to it that Derriere explains that Montpiet was always at my side, even though I couldn't do anything for him in return. And Elizabeth explains to Derriere that you're just like me then. I mean, I've always been protected by Meliodas, and without realizing how much blood or many tears he shed over me, even now in order to save me, he's ready to sacrifice his entire being. And we have to it that Elizabeth therefore tells Derriere, in order to reciprocate his feelings, I've decided that I will do all I can for him. You may not know what Montpiet may have thought of you, but what's really important now is how you felt about him, isn't it? And we have to it that Sario and Tamio returns and explains that they already destroyed Estarossa, but apparently that is not the case, because they sense a devastating aura, and it was actually Estarossa behind him. And it looks like to me, the first image of Estarossa coming back after absorbing the Truth Commandment, apparently, which is later on said in the episode, it looks like to me he had like a different kind of darkness of aura. And we had to it that Sario and Tamio goes like, this is impossible. He should not have been able to escape this place, etc. And we have to it that Derriere actually knows what's going on here right now. Even right now, Hawk explains that his power level is like 88,000 right now. Even Gotha explains that he has become more warped right now. We have to it that Estarossa says, come on guys, play with me more. And we have to it that Estarossa has this menacing, sadistic style whatsoever, and he ends up having to actually overpower Tamio pretty badly and damage him to a point where he freaking blasted him down to the ground. And we have to it that Estarossa was trying to target Sario, but apparently his tornado is pretty much preventing him from doing so. But apparently that does not work, and he actually freaking bear crushes Sario right now, and he freaking uses cleansing sickle wind by getting Estarossa off of him. And we have to it that even Sario's like, how the hell did he manage to break all my bones in my body in one attack? It's like he got an extraordinary power up. And we have to it that Tamio ends up using piercing water pillar and ends up actually messing Estarossa up. But apparently that does not work, and he goes like, you 4 archangels are next level. And we have to it that Sario and Tamio explains that he is nearly as strong as us, dude. But we have to it that Derriere tells them not to drop their guard because he's going to do something worse, because Estarossa is already taking in Garon's commandment. And we have to it that he goes like, man, you guys really got me on the ropes. Even 2 commandments were not enough. Even Sario and Tamio was actually surprised and go like, is that even possible? And we have to it that Estarossa explains like, if I can't beat you guys, I got no chance of beating my big brother. And he says Jikai and ends up saying the same words as Meliodas as he was absorbing a commandment. And we have to it that Derriere says, stop him. He's planning to absorb another commandment, which belongs to Montpiet, the silence commandment. But it's already too late. Estarossa therefore absorbs it into himself and ends up transforming into something far worse. Sariel and Tarmiel is like, what the hell? How is this able to happen? And we see to it that Hauser tries to say, we gotta get the hell out of here right now. And even Gila tries to tell Elizabeth, we gotta come this way right now. But too late. We had to it that Sariel and Tarmiel gets a freaking hole into their bodies, etc. And Estarossa says, you guys just don't know when to shut up, do you? You just ought to suck it up and let yourselves be killed by me. I am the great Meliodas, etc. And freaking Estarossa has the same freaking like whatchamacallit. Meliodas just has the same. What I'm trying to say is that after Estarossa absorbed the silence commandment, his attire and appearance is just the same as Meliodas apparently. Like Meliodas, like Estarossa has his own assault mode. Not to mention the same demon mark as Meliodas when he's having assault mode. So, I do not know how this is going to turn out, but it's not going to look very pretty. That's all I'm going to say right now. Because Estarossa, he just escaped death's door by absorbing a commandment of Godin, which is truth. And later on ends up absorbing another commandment, which is that of Mons Pete, the silence commandment. And went into, like, the same appearance of assault mode such as Meliodas. So, I don't know what's really about to happen, but it's not going to look pretty, as I said. So, overall summary without a lot of detail if you're confused. Estarossa was at death's door pretty much, but apparently he absorbs Garen's commandment, turns into some kind of sadistic crazy motherfucker, and then he ends up absorbing another commandment when it is not enough to take down Sariel and Tarmiel, and goes into like that similar assault mode such as Meliodas. Damn. But let's not forget, if these I'm pretty sure these commandments are gonna have a major side effect on him later. I just know it because Meliodas did explain to Zeldris that it would take him half a day to absorb all the commandments into himself, etc. So, without rejection. So, I don't know how this was gonna turn out for Estarossa, but he doesn't look like he's gonna be any better. But it looks like to me 2 commandments already like he absorbed with him along with love. So. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but we'll have to see. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm off as well, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!